Good morning, everyone. This is Reverend Dr. Cynthia Red of thepreachers.org. This morning we're going to talk about Alms. Alms is giving, which is either 10% tithes or offerings. But this is what God has to say about alms and special land offerings for prophets and evangelists and various different things out there. It's in God's going to reward you, and God gave me a number. Here's his answer. This is Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 and 2. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thy alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest alms, let not the left hand know what your right hand doeth. And then alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. Okay, so when you give your tithes and offerings, the tithes is 10%. Tithes is basically, you have to do it for God, because we're supposed to do off the gross and not the net. Not because you're Christian you can do it off net, but you're supposed to do it off your gross. See, if your gross is $400, then you pay $40, not 30, not 30. Understand? Okay? Not 20%, 10. Depending on what's going on with your church and what position you have in your church for financial stability. So God used to take the tithes, and then it would be put in a storehouse for the poor and the needy. This is out of the Old Testament. You hear me? Now, we take the tithes to pay the church's bills and to pay the preacher and to set up for the church's endowment in case the preacher leaves. The church can still stand and find another preacher. Not the endowment being used by the preacher and killing the church endowment. Where the church closes, they have no more money to take care of themselves. That's called misfinancing. Okay? Some churches nowadays, they have a way of investing. They have investments. They have mutual funds, CDs. They own buildings. You know, they're landlords. Okay? But in this Bible that I read, whatever we do for God is in secret, because God knows what you're doing, one. And two, he knows if you're lying. He knows if you have it. He knows if you don't have it. But he always put things in reach where we can get to it. He never gives us, oh, give me $1,000, you ministers, or, oh, all my people in business, raise your hand. Oh, we all like this. And they say, okay, all y'all come down here. Give me $1 a piece. Give me $1,000 a piece. That's not God. That's street hustle. Okay. But if they need some money, just ask for the money. Okay? Just ask for the money. You know, but that's what I wanted to say. And I'm going to pray y'all out in the way we should pray. Our Father, which art in heaven. This is Matthew chapter 9. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Don't let us get took this week for money. Love you all.